Welcome back to Kapeleris Talk TV about real estate and beyond. Joining me today is Debbie Cosic, the founder and CEO of In2ition Realty. Thank you for being here, Debbie.
Thank you for having me, Carmela.
It's great. I wanted to talk to you about In2ition Realty. Your company specializes primarily in selling pre-construction homes and condos. Is that true? Can you expand more on that?
Absolutely. We are a full real estate company, but we do specialize in what we call project marketing and sales. So we cater to builders across Canada and the United States selling pre-construction and as-built, both low-rise and high-rise communities.
So you have quite a few projects right now. How many projects do you have on the go? And you're saying you're international as well, or just in the United States?
We're just in the United States now also.
Canada.
We have 47 active projects. We have 6 in Western Canada and the Prairies in Saskatchewan, and the rest are in southwestern Ontario for the most part, from as far east as Pickering to as far west as Guelph.
Great. And you have quite a few in Toronto and Mississauga.
Absolutely.
And the one that we wanted to focus on today is your newest project in a very prestigious location on Mississauga Road and Dundas called EV Royale. Can you tell us why you picked that location and what was the research you did on it?
The beauty of the location is that it's perched sort of on the corner of Mississauga Road and Dundas, slightly removed because there is a beautiful ravine there.
Yes.
Conservation lands that the site is enveloped by on 2 sides. It's got spectacular views overlooking the Credit Valley Golf and Country Club, walking distance to University of Toronto Mississauga campus, and on the north side it has sprawling beautiful vistas of Arundel Park and the Credit River that meanders through there. So on 3 sides, you've got beautiful unobstructed conservation views.
Yes.
So we thought that this would be the perfect sort of enclave for luxury development.
Absolutely.
People coming out of the Mississauga Road neighborhood or potentially out of Lorne Park or Mineola looking for something similar to what they're used to. Beautiful, tranquil, exclusive location.
Right, and it's close access to Erin Mills Town Center and even Square One. Yeah, so how many units are in the building?
There are the potential for 105 units, 7 stories.
7 stories.
And the reason I say the potential is it's a very, very unique development that we put a lot of market research into, and this is direct feedback from our luxury clientele. We wanted to offer the ability for customization of suites. So we've come up with a couple of very unique products, and one of them is what we call our click suites, where you can take a 600 square foot unit and click it together to make a 1,200 square foot unit or an 1,800 square foot unit or a 2,400 square foot unit. So giving you the ability to change views, change floor plans, customize your floor plan. We also have 2-story suites that are our mezzanine units. They have these beautiful soaring 17-foot ceilings in them. We also have a product called a loggia suite. So this is very unique, where you have this enclosed terrace that you can purchase in 3 different ways. Fully enclosed, so that you can store your winter furniture, or you can have like a sunroom out there, a sunroom concept, or half enclosed with these beautiful garden doors that open up, but yet there still is a roof on it to protect you and sides, or you can have it fully open. So again, very customizable.
Very different. Seems to be following the Mediterranean theme almost.
Well, very much. We wanted to try to integrate as much of the outdoors to the indoors, because we, again, are finding people are coming out of large homes, and one of the largest features that they will miss is their backyard.
So just to get an idea of these loggia suites, what I'm visualizing right now is glass sliding doors, and you walk through the glass sliding doors and it's open to above, and then you have more glass that you can open that has a French balcony. Is that the way the loggia looks?
It is similar. There are, like I said, the ability, some of them have garden doors, some of them have sliding doors depending on the particular floor plan, and you can purchase it fully open with just the protective sides, a little bit of protective loggia on the front, and the upper roof to be protected from the elements, or you can purchase it as a half loggia with, again, certain permutations of doors closed off, etc., or fully open.
So there's lots of possibilities and customizing that you can do just with the Lodgia Suite. So what price does the Lodgia Suite start at?
Well, the
And
suites
how many
start
square
in the
feet?
400s.
400s?
And they go up to 1.4 million. And our square footages range from the 600 square feet. The reason we particularly
Starts from 600?
came up with a smaller suite was we found that some of the people maybe that are in mid-size homes and do want to downscale would like to have more of a pied-à-terre here, that maybe they're going to spend half the year in Florida and some other sunny climate, half the year at their cottage, and still want to
Right.
have a place, you know, when they come to visit their children, etc.
Right.
So we came up with a smaller suite and then the ability to click up to larger suites.
Right.
But we also have very large suites on our penthouse floors.
Right.
That are, you know, some of the suites have up to 1,000 square feet of just terrace area.
Yeah, that's nice. So you have the Lodgia Suites from the 2nd to the 5th floor,
Yes.
right? And they start at 600 square feet and can be combined to 1,200 and more.
1,200, 1,800,
And more.
2,400 square
And they're
feet,
starting
yes.
at 400 and they go up to $1 million.
They go, the actual suites go up to 1.4 million. The
1.4
different
million.
type of suites.
Those are the
yes.
penthouses.
Yes.
So tell us about the penthouses.
Well, we have spectacular penthouses. We have I was looking at one floor plan that has about 100 feet of exposed glass. I mean, they're overlooking beautiful premium views. A lot of glass has been built into them. The building itself is shaped in an L, so it is a wide, shallow permutation. So that's very different from your traditional point tower where you end up having a longer, deeper suite.
Yeah.
A lot of these suites are very long, and the wide, shallow architecture really is the most conducive to large, airy, open spaces. So the suites are spectacular. All the penthouse suites have large terraces. Again, there is the ability to customize. We do have
Yes.
interior designer that has been hired and has
wonderful.
designed the penthouse suites and has designed the sales office. So you will have private time with the interior design team,
Right.
and you'll be able to customize your suite to your liking.
How wonderful is that? Now, I noticed that some of the suites, especially the penthouse and the lower penthouses, have massive terraces. The terraces range 700 square feet to 1,000 square feet, never before seen in Mississauga or maybe Toronto. So they have massive terraces. What was your thought behind that?
Well, we've done some extensive research, focus groups towards our target clientele, which would be our luxury move-down buyer, and we found that, as I said, the number one feature was missing the outdoors. So we thought we would try to integrate that as much as possible. So they have the ability to customize their terrace, where they can put, you know, a water feature. They can put outdoor kitchen. They can create, you know, they can create a full outdoor
Right.
Florida or California style living room, and be able to bring that backyard to their terrace.
Welcome back to Kapeleris Talk TV. We'll be continuing our conversation with Debbie Cosic from In2ition Realty. So Debbie, we were talking about EV Royale on Mississauga Road in Dundas, the new condo development. I wanted to ask you, do you see that as being primarily a high-end luxury building, or do you see other components to that building as well?
The building has been designed and targeted at a high-end luxury, for a high-end luxury purchaser. And we believe that there is a demand for that, particularly in that location.
Yes, and you also it's also very close to the university, so there may be some investor incentives as well, I suppose. Are you marketing it that way? Because you do have an incentive where anybody who buys can rent on occupancy, which is a big pull.
Well, we particularly put that incentive in because we feel that people coming out of these very large homes, that it may take some time for them to sell their home, or they might not want to put their home on the market until they've actually moved in and settled and, you know, moved all their furniture, etc.
That's
so
a
we've
good
given them
idea.
that little bit of leeway if they do need to rent their suite for 6 months or 3 months or something while their particularly large home is being
Wonderful.
sold. Right?
Yeah, that's a
But
wonderful opportunity.
Would there be an investor draw? There definitely would be. It's not something we're marketing at. It
Yes.
is walking distance to you know, University of Toronto, Mississauga, and we do believe that there will be some purchasers from the faculty, particularly, that we believe would be purchasing there.
But primarily a luxury building. and
very
in a
upscale.
luxury location. Are you offering stainless steel appliances? And you said window blinds, light fixtures, stainless steel appliances.
Upgraded stainless steel appliances. There's fantastic flooring, quartz countertops, beautifully designed kitchens. There's laminate hardwood flooring throughout. Oversized windows, as I had mentioned earlier. The entry door is oversized.
Beautiful windows.
Beautiful finishing.
Property taxes?
Approximately 1% as per the city of Mississauga. The building obviously hasn't been assessed, but we did confirm that with the city. So.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the mezzanine, what they're like. They're quite unique.
The mezzanines are 2-story units, and they're spectacular because they have very high open ceilings. They also have convertible spaces, very unique architecture. They'll have a staircase within, so it's like owning a 2-story home. Maybe for somebody that isn't fully ready for one-level living and will still like that ability to separate themselves from, where their children are sleeping and they're entertaining on the main level. Very much, I think, designed for an active adult or somebody who still has their family at home.
Yeah.
So I think we've tried to cover all bases in our designs in this particular building.
Yeah, you have, most definitely. And you can customize with fireplaces. You can add fireplaces, take down walls. You can do that in some of the suites. Is that true?
You can do that in all of the suites.
In all of the suites. Yes. Okay, that's great. You also have doggie stations, right? So dogs are allowed.
Pets are allowed.
Pets
are a very
allowed.
important part of, we find, of most communities nowadays. We also have a large convertible party and games room, a theater room, a beautiful landscaped outdoor park-like courtyard that's quite unique, and I'll have some barbecue and picnic areas out there. We, as you mentioned, have our doggy spa, doggy wash station. And the other thing that the developer is working on is on the main floor there is a commercial element.
Yes, that's right, the commercial retail. Tell us about that.
They're being very selective, and they're trying to obtain tenants that are complementary to the lifestyle of the luxury purchaser here. So we're going for or trying to obtain a 4 or 5-star restaurant.
That's nice.
A spa or a hairdresser. Again,
Beautiful.
services
for the
residents. Absolutely.
Maybe a yoga or health studio.
A health studio.
Yeah,
those
that
are
would
possibilities.
be great.
You won't see fast food or something like that. That's not of interest to the developer.
No.
He wants it to be complementary to the residents that are living in the building.
Viewers would like to know that are purchasing pre-construction condos is that once you make an offer, there is also a cooling off period. Can you explain the cooling off period?
So this is by law in Ontario. It's a 10-day period where it gives the purchaser the ability to review their condo documents. They're quite large, and it's very hard to review them in the sales office at time of signing. And we advise them to take them to their lawyers for legal advice, and if they need to take them to their bankers.
Yes.
So it gives you a nice little window to sort of clean up your business and bring it back all completed to the sales office.
Right, and after that there's occupancy. So can you explain occupancy compared to registration?
Absolutely. So occupancy is when you receive your keys and you have the ability to occupy your unit. You do not own it fully outright, so you're occupying it. The developer still owns it, and on registration, which is usually 2 to 4 months afterwards, you get full title transfer. So that, once you're occupying, is quite seamless. That's paperwork that's conducted by the lawyer.
Okay, that's great. So the registration is usually 4 to 8 months after occupancy, and that's called the closing date. Let's talk very quickly before we have to go about Parkside. Tell me about Parkside very quickly. We have about a minute left.
Parkside is a spectacular development, 6,500 units. We are on Building 8, Block 9, north and south right now. Every single phase out of all 8 phases has been extremely unique in catering to that particular marketplace. It's right at the heart of Square One at Confederation and Burnthorpe. It's walking distance to Sheridan College, to the new, obviously to Square One, the new addition, the whole run-through restaurant, shops, the YMCA, the Living Arts Center. It is situated right in the heart of downtown. Parkside was master planned to be the ultimate urban village, so that really you can walk outside of your apartment, your condominium suite downstairs, and you walk to restaurants, shops, cafes, stores, dry cleaning, medical facilities, all kinds of entertainment and
Yes.
shopping in the area. So it's like taking a slice of downtown Toronto and bringing it to downtown Mississauga. It really is an urban village.
And you've been, I think you've done seven to nine towers, or you're on your 7th tower. I'm not sure how many there are. You'll have to tell us. And right now we're talking about PSV
and PSV. Two are occupying in starting from January to May, and we have a small handful of suites left. There's 1,010 suites in those two twin towers together, and it's a spectacular it goes up to 48 stories. Phenomenal amenities, 50,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor amenities, and the lists are so long on both Block 9 and Parkside, so I won't go through all the
There's
amenities.
Block 9 too, 2 towers, right?
2 towers that start at 25 stories, and those are closer to the middle of the development, so they are overlooking the park. There's going to be a very large urban park with walking paths, etc. there, and Block 9 North and South have 30,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor amenities, and just some of the highlights: yoga studios, incredible spas, volleyball courts, tranquility lawns, spectacular amenities.
Thank you very much, Debbie, for being here. Well, that wraps up another episode of Kapeleris Talk TV. I want to thank my guests on today's show, Debbie Cosic of In2ition Realty. It's been a pleasure to interview her at the Rogers TV studio. As always, I look forward to my next conversation with leaders in our community about real estate and beyond. Until then, please check out my website at kapeleris.com for more information. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you continue to tune in for more.